know we want to make a change, but you don't really know, if you want to be in the same place in the next 5 or 10 years. But what if you're stuck and have no idea what you want to do next? Allison Maslan, author of the book Blast Off, joining us in studio this morning with some advice. And I took a look through this yesterday. Some great advice, very, very kind of inspirational way that you're trying to get the message through. You don't have to get stuck in what you're doing. And of course, lots of people right now unemployed and just looking for something else. So what would you say to the person who is stuck in something they're not totally sure about right now?
Well, people often feel that they have to stay in something just to survive, when really there are a lot of opportunities out there that you can create for yourself to have a dream career or business that you absolutely love.
Do we need to look at the things that we like to do kind of in our off time, or what should we do?
Well, in my book Blast Off, I take you through a process to figure out what it is you could be passionate about, because I think that's one of the biggest stumbling blocks. And I have something called the Dream Career Questionnaire.
Okay.
And to get in touch with, what did you love doing as a kid? What are some hobbies that you have? What are books that you like to read? These are clues for things that on a deeper level that you're connected with, so you can create a business from that place.
Let's talk about, because there are different phases I know you go through in the book. For example, the creative phase. Explain that.
Well, the creative phase is just like what I said, to figure out on a deeper level what it is that you would be excited to do every single day. So, and then from the creative phase, we go into the exploration phase.
Okay.
So once we come up with several ideas, then we need to look and see what's the market viability, what's our profitability potential, but really, most importantly, does it fit our lifestyle, and can we see ourselves doing this? How does it feel? It should feel like going from an outfit that's too tight and all the wrong colors to putting on something that fits just great.
Nicely tailored,
very
you feel
easy,
good in it,
exactly.
right?
And that's what your career should be like.
Something else you talk about here is kind of creating your plan and then breaking it down into small steps, because I know for a lot of people this must sound so daunting right off the bat, but you're saying kind of do it in phases, sort of.
Exactly. I mean, we have these lofty goals and it just seems so overwhelming, and so then we don't do them. And what I help people do in my book is break it down into baby steps. I call them mini feats. And you just spend like 30 minutes a day working towards these bigger goals and dreams, and you wouldn't believe how far that you can get just in a week's time. I mean, it's really a whole success system I've created. I even have an online program that goes with it called Blastation, so they can work it every single day.
And I mean, this also really does apply to maybe somebody who's unemployed, maybe even a little bit better, because they may have a little more time on their hands, a little more time to think about things. So this isn't just for somebody wanting to change careers, but maybe get into.
Well, I say start your own stimulus package, you know?
Hey.
Instead of being dependent on the economy or dependent on a boss, you can create something that you love and make a good living at it too. And there's so many opportunities online. You can create a business with hardly any money these days.
And I have to ask you, how do you stay so positive? Because there was a quote I saw somewhere on here that was just like, I love life kind of a thing. So how do you stay so positive, and how did you get into what you're doing?
Well, I've had my hard times too. I started out in business as a single mom. And so that's when people say, well, my circumstances, I can't do it. I say, yes, you can. And, I was also in a career. It was very successful, but I wasn't happy. And I had my own wake-up call, and I said, you know what? Everything I do from now on, whether it's my business, my relationship, my personal life, I'm going to be absolutely passionate about. And, I encourage people to live fully every single day.
Good for you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's really definitely a pleasure. The book, again, called Blast Off. It is available now in bookstores. Allison's going to be at the Barnes & Noble on Sheridan in Westminster tomorrow at 2. I'm sure lots of folks going to be coming to be inspired by you.
Yes, I'm excited to meet them.
I'm sure you are. Thank you so much for dropping in. We do definitely appreciate it. Mike, back over to you.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.